I gotta admit, the gym puzzle back in Gold, Silver, and Crystal was easy, but the puzzle here, I consider it to be easy as well. Just pick the right platform, then change the pathways using the switches, and you should make it to Bugsy in no time. Speaking of Bugsy, I don't think I was very thorough with talking about my experience fighting him in Heart Gold and Soul Silver all those years ago. So why do I try again? Okay, first off, he leads with Scyther. Yes, he leads with his ace. Something that's a pretty rare occurrence. Anyway, it uses either Leer or Focus Energy, then you turn to do a lot of damage, then retreats. Not quick attack because I accidentally said that towards the end of the last part. Sorry about that. Yeah, late night recording sessions can do that to you. Anyway, after Scyther retreats, Bugsy sends out either Kakuna or Metapod to take the incoming hits. Yeah, those two were the least of your worries since they only had one move each, Tackle and Poison Sting respectively. So yeah, Bugsy Scyther gave me a whole lot of trouble back in the day. Back then, if I had any chance of beating that thing, let it be because of pure luck, Flaffy paralyzing it with Thunder Wave, or Static, yeah you heard me, or if Kolava burns Scyther with either Ember or Flame Wheel, if I chose Cyndaquil as my starter. Yeah, sure, Geodude could have been an option, but if I was serious about using it, then I would make sure I had someone to trade with to eventually get a goal on. But since I had no one to trade with back then, yeah, you understand why I couldn't really use Geodude back then. Okay, after defeating this trainer, I can now activate that blue switch, which will curve the upper pathway to get me to the next trainer that's over to the right. And to the left you see a red switch, which will eventually take me to Bugsy a little bit later. So yeah, when fighting Bugsy in Heart Gold and Soul Silver, U-turn is the move to watch out for the most. 70 power, plus stab, off of Scyther's attack stat of 110, and there's also its impressive speed of 105 to think about as well. Now back then, when I chose Totodile as my starter, well, I don't think I was able to do a whole lot to Scyther. I mean, Croconaut's Ice Fang was the best move I had at the time. But then again, Croconaut can only do so much against a Scyther. And come to think of it, I don't seem to remember Scyther's base defense by heart. I just remember its attack and speed, and that's it. As for some other Pokemon I use, well, I don't remember. Although, I will admit one thing. I did use some pretty questionable team members back in the day, such as Pidgeotto, for instance. Well, I'll tell you one thing. A stab-powered Gust attack isn't going to be enough to take down a Scyther. And yes, I did use Zubat as well, but let's be real. I don't think Zubat can handle a Scyther. I mean, if U-turn doesn't kill you, Quick Attack probably will thanks to Technician. And anyway, my Zubat didn't have Wing Attack yet. I mean, it was at a low level, so that's why. And even if it did have Wing Attack, well, I don't think it was going to do a whole lot to Bugsy Scyther. Now these two. I believe they lead with both Volbeat and Illumise. Now, I don't know if I mentioned this back in Renegade Platinum, but if I didn't, then I'll say it right now. Volbeat is Bug Electric, and as for Illumise, well, back in Renegade Platinum it was Bug Fairy, but here, it's back to being a pure Bug type. Not that it matters because it still sucks either way. And as for Volbeat, well, I'm looking at it and I don't see what's so electric about it. Well, it's probably something that other people see that I don't see. So yeah, Bugsy Scyther gave me a whole lot of trouble back in the day. Now, did I lose to Bugsy? Well, no. I was just having a very difficult time taking down his Scyther. Yep, I saw that critical hit come from miles away. Oh, come on, paralysis 2? Gee, what are the odds? So yeah, taking on Bugsy Scyther as a child, that was no easy task, especially since I was kind of limited to certain Pokemon. I mean, if the circumstances were different, then yeah, I would definitely use certain Pokemon that would eventually evolve by trading, such as Geodude and Ghastly. But if I were to trade with someone, then yeah, that would possibly be a miracle. But yeah, I couldn't really do that because, well, times were different back then. Oh wow, 2 paralysis hacks in a row. Actually, no, wait, I take that back. Volbeat gets paralyzed, and then I get paralyzed as well. Well, okay, at least I didn't take another Thunder Shock. Well, if I were to get paralyzed again, then yeah, I guess that'd be great. Air Cutter, well, actually, I think I heard that Beautify and Dustox have modified special attack stats in this game. Well, I don't think it matters that much since, yeah, either way, those two still suck. Okay, what was I saying again? Yeah, I could have used certain Pokemon back in the day, but Yeah, a lot of them were locked behind trading. So yeah, I had to make do with certain Pokemon. Let me see, can I nail Synthesis? Okay, good. So yeah, I'll start using Pokemon like Pidgeotto and Flaffy. Well, for one thing, Pidgeotto is not much of a special attacker. As for Flaffy, well, I gotta admit, Flaffy did help me out against Scyther a little bit. Either I paralyzed it with Thunder Wave, or maybe if Scyther were to attack me directly, it's gonna get paralyzed thanks to Static. Well, if not for Flaffy, then I would probably have to rely on Quilava if I chose Cyndaquil as my starter. Well, moves like Ember and Flame Wheel have a small chance of burning opposing Pokemon. Yeah, I had to rely on that in hopes of taking down Scyther. Okay, I don't know why this battle is kind of hard. Okay, is Bayleaf gonna die? Okay, Bayleaf survives. Okay, kind of sucks that I couldn't attack last round with Crobat since it got fully paralyzed. Okay, since I don't want Bayleaf to die, I'm going to use Synthesis next turn so that way it can survive. Okay, hopefully I could fight through the paralysis. No, not Nature Power, Synthesis. Okay, good thing Bayleaf is faster than Dustox. Okay, what's it going to do? Confusion? Okay, hopefully that doesn't confuse me, otherwise I don't know what I'm going to do. Okay, for a second I thought it happened. Okay, I got out of this battle alive. Okay, I believe these two were the last two trainers in the gym, so now I could activate that blue switch I saw next to them, which will take me to that one area with the red switch, which will then take me to Bugsy. Okay, what do these two have to say? Okay, activate this blue switch, which will take me to the area where the red switch is, and then activate that red switch, which will then take me over to Bugsy at long last. Okay, I'm not going to fight Bugsy quite yet because I want to go back to the Pokemon Center to heal since Crobat is paralyzed, and yeah, I don't want to deal with that throughout the entire battle, so I'll see you in a second. Alright, let's get this battle underway. Now, normally Bugsy would lead with Scyther, but not this time, no. This time, he leads with Butterfree. Yeah, he actually evolved his Metapod. Same thing with his Kakuna, which is now a Beedrill. Well, good thing he decided to evolve his Cocoons this time. But now that I think about it, I guess Metapod and Kakuna were used for their intended purposes, since the defense stats of those two are slightly better than both Butterfree and Beedrill. And speaking of Butterfree, it's going to die in one hit to a wing attack since its defense just sucks that much. Although if it does survive, which it won't, I'm kind of wondering what this thing even knows. Oh well. Next Pokemon? Yanma. Now, is its ability Compound Eyes or Speed Boost? If it's Speed Boost, then I assume it's going to go for something like Protect. Oh, what? No Protect? Okay, I guess I won't find out what its ability is. Well, just like Butterfree, Yanma's defense isn't so hot either, so it's only fitting that it goes down in one hit. Heracross? A Pokemon that has the weakest to flying type attacks. Now, I want to say this Heracross knows a rock type attack, but I don't know if that's true or not. All I know is it's not going to survive this wing attack. And it goes down one hit. Wow, a minute into this battle, and we're already halfway through Bugsy's team. Okay, here comes Scyther. Now the question is, can I one-shot it? I mean, I'm not concerned about outspeeding it, since Crobat is a lot faster than Scyther. Alright, is one wing attack going to take it down? Okay, Scyther goes down. A good thing too, since I don't know what kinds of evils it would have done had it survived. So with Scyther down, the rest of the battle should be easy. Pinsir? Well, just like with Heracross, I assume Pinsir also knows the rock type attack, but once again, I'm not sure if that's true or not. Well, even though it's a bug type, Pinsir can learn a variety of fighting type attacks, and it goes down one hit, which only leaves Beedrill, which is a bit more frail than Butterfree, so yeah, it's not going to survive a wing attack. Although, I am still wondering as to what kinds of moves this Beedrill has. Bug Pokemon are tough. Well, yeah, sure, most bug Pokemon are tough, but yours, not so much. I mean, you haven't touched me once this entire battle. Not even Scyther was able to touch me. And with that, it's over. 6 turns, 6 hits, 6 kills. Wow. Why couldn't I have gotten this kind of luck when I fought Bugsy in the original Heart Gold Soul Silver all those years ago? Yeah, Scyther gave me loads of trouble back in those games, but here, it didn't touch me at all. Okay, we're about to get the second gym badge, which is the Hive badge. So with the Hive badge, I'm able to use Cut outside of battle, but I don't have the Cut HM just yet. But we'll be getting that in a little bit once we get to the Ilex Forest. And I'm also going to get the TM for U-Turn, which I want to get to Crobat, but not just yet since I still need Bite for other things. Well, I guess I'll teach U-Turn to Crobat once I'm done fighting Silver a little bit later. And I believe Bugsy's also going to give me his number as well, so that way I can fight him later on. So yeah, this gym battle was very easy. Although, if I were to take a wild guess, maybe Pinsir and Heracross knew a rock type attack. As for the Scyther, well, it probably knew a move that would probably make the battle a lot more difficult. If I chose to make it hard, that is. Well, if I want to, I could probably look up the moveset of Bugsy's team to see what I would have dealt with if I didn't one-shot his entire team. Okay, activate that blue switch back there to make that pathway straight so that we can get to the middle platform, and lastly take this last remaining platform to make it all the way back to the entrance. Okay, since I didn't take any damage throughout the entire battle, I don't think I need to go to the Pokemon Center and heal. Although, when it comes to power points, well, yeah, I'm probably going to have to go to the Pokemon Center for that, but not right now. Okay, what do you want, Joey? Yeah, what about it? Okay, I think he's told me this already. Yes, I know what you're saying. Okay, looks like we're done in Azalea Town, so let's go to the Ilex Forest, shall we? But first, we have to contend with Silver. Oh yeah, I don't know if too many people know this, but you can actually fight Silver before taking on Bugsy. And he's surprised to hear that I defeated Team Rocket. Well, it's only natural that way, since after all, the organization was run by his father. Okay, his team is going to be a bit different from what it was in the original Heart Gold Soul Silver. Okay, I believe he's going to lead with Murkrow. Well, Murkrow's defenses aren't very good, so one wing attack should put it down. If not, then I'm not sure what kinds of moves this Murkrow has. And Murkrow goes down. Alright, what is the next Pokemon? Kadabra? Oh, wow. So he has a Kadabra very early. I mean, if this was the original Heart Gold Soul Silver, then he would have a Kadabra by the time I fight him in Victory Road. Well, anyway, since Kadabra has horrible physical defense, yeah, it was only fitting that Bite takes it down one hit. Ghastly? Well, just like Kadabra, Ghastly's defenses aren't very good as well, so yeah, one Bite is going to take it down. If not, then yeah, I can only imagine what kinds of evils Ghastly would do to me. Okay, for this critical hit. Okay, last up should be his Quilava. Well, it could potentially survive since, well, I guess Quilava has better defenses than the rest of his team members. Well, only one way to find out. And Quilava goes down. Oh, wow. 4 hits, 4 kills. Although, back in Crystal, I think I kind of struggled with him a little bit, mostly because his Croconaw posed a threat to my Ghastly and Quilava back then. And he just said that I only won because his Pokemon were weak. Haven't I heard that somewhere before? Okay, now he's calling Team Rocket weak as well. Well, it's kind of strange how he's calling them weak since, yeah, as I said, his father was once the boss of the organization. But in a sense, he is kind of right since Team Rocket really isn't that strong. Okay, since I'm headed to the Ilex Forest, I think I better go to the Pokemon Center to heal because something tells me I'm going to be spamming Wing Attack a whole lot. Especially when it comes to encountering certain Bug-type Pokemon. Yeah, I will admit, I did encounter quite a few Pokemon that are weak to Flying types, like Paras and Oddish. Well, when it comes to fighting Paras, well, yeah, that could be a problem because those things could potentially have Effect Spore, and yeah, that is going to get really annoying if that actually activates. Okay, looking at the amount of time I have, well, I'm not really sure if I have any more time to do anything else, so maybe I'll just end it off here for today. So next time, we're going to check out the Ilex Forest and see what we can do here. See you next time.